Oh my God. Guys, it's happening. Instinct is on. A child just knocked something over. Listen. Ooh, I'm going to get down in this aisle to some NSYNC. You got to know that. Okay, guys, I am back. I just got out of Walmart. And what the frick was that? That was like the Wild Wild West. Seriously? So here's the deal. Got into line. There was a woman in front of me, and she was like, and I thought that there was somebody at the register. I thought there was a cashier there. As it turns out, there wasn't. And she said she had been waiting there for like 20 minutes behind this woman. And this woman that was in a car, that was in a scooter. Seriously, the woman said she was waiting there, and then she took off and just she saw her just wheeling her cart, like pushing this cart just down out like she was gonna leave. Well, she actually had said, yeah, that's what she said. She said she had walked down, she had pushed the cart, she had just had stuff in a cart, a small cart, and then, you know, like one of those half carts, and then she just wheeled out and wheeled like out past everything, past like all the lines and self-checkout. So the woman's like, I can't do this. The woman in front of me, she said, I can't do this. I've been waiting 20 minutes. The lines were long everywhere. So I was like, well, maybe I'll go someplace else. Don't you know, I go someplace else. This woman behind me, I hear her yelling, excuse me. So I said, oh, okay. And I turned around. It was a woman in a scooter, and she had like a whole bunch of stuff. She had stuff on the bottom, and then she had stuff on the top. Stuff on the bottom was in bags, and stuff on the top was not. So I got out of the way. Don't you know she ran right over my damn foot. And and I yelled out, what the mess? So, okay. So how about I go back into this line, because I see that she's going, her and this guy that she's with are going into this line, that the front of the line that I was going into. So the cashier comes back to this line that I'm in, and the cashier starts scanning everything that's in these bags. I guarantee you that woman probably put the stuff in bags and tried to act like she was leaving, like she had paid, but obviously she didn't, because if stuff was in the bag and she paid for it, why would you have to scan it again? They scanned everything in the bags. And then she started yelling at the guy that she was with, and she was like, I don't understand how this happened. I think you overpaid, and blah, 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 this and that. And I was like, oh shit, shitters. So I could have left and looked for someplace else, but I'm so nebby that I had to see what was going on, and yelling at him, and I was like, uh-oh. And so he ended up, we're standing there. I was standing there for probably about 20 minutes, and they're talking about, well, it's confusing. Oh, it's real confusing. It's confusing on how things work here. And the guy behind me yelled out, move this shit along. And I was like, uh-oh. And at that point, I was a couple minutes away from saying something. And so then about 5 minutes passed after that, my knees were starting to hurt. If I stand for too long, my knees start to get a little stiff. And the guy had said, well, what should I do with these ones on the top? This is my order. And they weren't bagged up. And the woman, the cashier says, well, were these checked out? And he says, no, I don't think they were. And the cashier says, well, I mean, if they weren't paid for, then you're going to have to pay them. And the woman yells, I don't understand what the problem is. This is confusing. So I yelled out, what's confusing? You have to put your shit on the belt and then they scan it and you pay. If you don't have money, then you don't have money. I don't have time for this. And and I said to the guy behind me, I turned around, I said, oh my God, I think I'm going to get beat up. And he said, listen, I got your back. This is ridiculous. I'm getting ready to start a riot over this. And I was like, oh shit. I said, I'm big. I'm a big girl, but I don't know how to fight. I just have my cane. She already ran over my toe. And so the cashier was like, I'm sorry, but we have people behind us. We have people behind you, and they have lives too. They have to get on with their business and their day. So you can go through self-checkout, but I got to get this line moving because at this point it was getting long. And so didn't you know we all clapped? We all clapped. And so when I was leaving, they were both at the self-checkout. And I looked at her right in the eyes. I mean, right in the eyes. And I said, out loud, I said out loud, y'all better watch for these two. They're shady. And then honestly, I didn't care at that point. If you want to start something with me, Mabel, you can start something with me, but I'm gonna tell you, I got an army of 1,000 vloggerinos behind me, or at least 42. So wait, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I'm at Dunkin' getting something for lunch because it's Lent, and I was gonna go to Chick-fil-A and get some nuggets, but it's Friday and my mother will have a cow and yell about me going to hell. I mean, she probably wouldn't. And if I'm being completely honest, I stocked up on sunscreen. I'll probably be there anyways. This lady in front of me, she's going to take out a tire. She's going to drive right through the window. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. So that woman in front of me, she came like about an inch from crashing into the Dunkin' Donuts. So I got the hummus toast with tomatoes. Oh, my life. I'm not joking. It is so good. So I asked them, I said, is this going to be something that's going to stay on the menu, or are you going to be taken away? And she said, oh, I don't know. And so then somebody else rushes over and he says, what's wrong? And I was like, no, nothing's wrong. I was just, this hummus toast with tomatoes is legit like my favorite thing right now. And I was just wondering if you guys are going to take it away, or if I'm going to, hold on, Starsky. Oh shit, damn it. Oh. Or are you going to take it away? And he was like, and he said, oh, they'll probably take it away. And I was like, well, of course. And then they handed it to me. And honestly, it was like they slathered the outside of the carton in hummus. And me yelling was just my hummus toast sliding across my crumble cookie box. So, and of course, I told the woman, I said, no, she said, I'm sorry. I said, well, it's okay. I mean, this is really first world problems. I mean, there's shit going on all over the world that's way worse than this. And I'm complaining about not having hummus toast. I mean, come on, I'll get over it. So, okay, everybody, I am home and I'm going to have my hummus toast. My brother's going to come over and get the cookies. So, I will see you later for another caramel cookie review. That lady's suspect. Watch her. Okay, everybody. See you later.